And a warm welcome to the show, Monday, 11th of October, 2021, here in Ho Chi Minh City. QuaranStream Vibes just hangs with my guys, Pat, Bunmi Mayo, and Sean Burgundy. These two have seemingly recovered from yesterday's antics from the looks of it. How are
Doesn't
you,
even look
lads?
like doesn't even look like they did anything yesterday.
Yeah, it looks like nothing happened yesterday.
Fresh.
Nothing at all.
Great party.
No, not at all. So fresh, like a daisy. In fact, from what I can remember of it, it was amazing.
Well, that's always the good. That's always a good party when you don't remember too much of it and it's in blurs. But you probably recall some things later on in the week. Like, have you gone through your phone and seen pics or messages
Videos?
sent that you didn't realize?
Luckily, I didn't
Videos?
send any crazy messages.
No, I've personally been trying to stay away from sending too much stuff when I drink. It's not a good idea.
We were living through the party through Ed's IG stories.
Oh yeah, Ed was
Party,
he was
so
having.
well,
Ed had a
wild
good
one.
old time. He had a
Oh,
good
I love Ed's story. How it was like, he was showing what's happening at the party, and then he's like, "I'm not involved. I'm not. I swear, I'm not involved." I love it. It's like, yeah, I'm here, but I'm not involved. I promise. Take my word for it.
And he went home early too.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. And then did you see that story? He's like, I've got a wife to come home to.
Yeah.
Said it with conviction. I love it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you just joined us, welcome back to a fresh, brand new week, Monday, with the boys, as we give you some fun, laughs, and of course the regular updates. As you know, your hometown, Australia, Sydney, Pat, is back in action after 100 days plus.
It
Lockdown.
It is. Yeah.
So everything was lifted as of last
Brutal.
night, midnight,
Yep.
I think. So
Correct.
everything from hairdressers, gyms, cafes, bars, fully open, and they said it in a way where it's like you can now stand and enjoy a drink at the bar.
Whoa. I know.
Yeah, I don't know if you know, Sean, but at one
Imagine.
stage you weren't allowed to sing. You weren't allowed to sing. You could dance, but you weren't allowed to sing
Okay, you dance but not sing. That's good.
because apparently singing projects droplets and stuff like that. Apparently, who knows?
So
Who
everyone's
knows?
masked up.
So I don't need to bring the article up. That's the case in Australia. So it looks like they're opening up fully. It's not like I don't think they're going back like in steps like we are here. It's just bam,
Opening.
open.
Yeah. Straight up
Straight up.
opening.
Straight up
That's-
open.
That's crazy.
None of this easing into it at all. So
It'd be nice if Ho Chi Minh City did that.
It sort of is in a way.
Yeah.
D7, right?
Hey, I
D7?
heard a shisha bar is
I
open.
mean, I guess a lot of things are open, just can't really go indoors.
In
for too
D7?
long.
Shisha
No,
bar,
like
huh?
in District 1, a shisha bar is
Oh.
opening.
How
That's what I
are
heard.
they going to are
That's-
people
that's
still
ballsy.
confident in sharing the same shisha pipe?
Don't know because
Because you know how some people blow back into the shisha to
Yeah.
clear the smoke. Yeah.
yeah. So I don't know how they're opening.
Addy,
They started calling clients and telling them, we're going to be open if you want to come around and have a good sheesh.
Mm.
I was
Okay.
seeing that possibly on the 15th, there, things might just pop open.
Yeah.
Of this month? Like a
Yeah,
full
Yeah.
month?
I don't know if it's
Yeah.
true, but there were
There's
little rumors.
Yeah, there's a lot of grumbles around that, a lot of places will be opening. So,
Yeah.
but let's see.
It's kind of like everyone's following suit, isn't it? Around the world, like it's just going to happen. Especially, I mean, each country's domestic rules is just opening up.
Mm.
But when you take it further out to international, then you've got places like Thailand here, who is now open to everyone.
Yeah, Thailand. My
As
buddies
you
went
can
to
see, yeah,
Qatar.
Thailand now opens to everyone. 7-day stay for sandbox tourists from any country in the world.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Crazy, hey? So I think from what I understand, sandbox tourists is from countries of low case numbers to
like the
medium.
islands. Huh?
Yeah. So obviously, I think that'd be a different story if you were coming from somewhere that was like full hardcore red zone.
Yeah.
So where to, lads? Which if you could go to Thailand anywhere now, where would you go first in Thailand?
I would just go to Bangkok straight up.
Straight to Bangkok.
Yep, straight up
to
Bangkok.
Bangkok.
For me.
I'm not even going to do
Food.
any of those islands.
Just like food, a little bit of shopping, just looking around, tuk-tuk action, nightlife.
Mm-hmm.
I would do some Bangkok and then head down to Pattaya, good old
Yep.
Patties.
Yep.
Then maybe to Koh Samui or Koh Tao after that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is the article. 7-day stay for sandbox tourists from any country in the world. Great news. I wonder how plane tickets, it'd be like festivals. As soon as something like that's open, people hop on and be like just looking at tickets which is a good month. And you go boom, boom, boom. Seats would be just like, we going like rampant. Crazy.
Yeah.
I'd be totally down for going. The only thing is, how much of a quarantine would we have to do when we come
This
back to
quarantine for
Vietnam?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the only issue.
That's the hard part.
Yeah,
coming back
true.
in.
Like your return flights and everything, eh?
Yeah.
If we would even be allowed to come back in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
something we need to figure. We should. Is there a site or something that we can find out about the rules for immigration, Vietnam immigration, in terms of traveling at this time, coming back?
There is, but it's never updated.
Yeah, I mean, obviously for locals it's different, so but for foreigners that are living here, that's what we should find out.
Mm.
Good question.
Yeah. Let me put a scenario. Let's say it seemed okay, and you booked out to Bangkok. You went and you had your return back to Vietnam, but all of a sudden you couldn't come back to Vietnam. Where would you guys go after that? Or what would you plan next?
Oh,
Mexico for me.
Stay in Bangkok a little while longer, perhaps.
Yeah, probably. I'd probably stay in Bangkok a little bit longer.
Yeah.
It's either I'd go to Bangkok or maybe go to Manila.
I don't think Philippines isn't open though, is it, Paddy?
It's open for certain people, but not yet for foreigners.
I see.
Can you go in with an Australian passport even though you have a Filipino background? With ease?
Because I'm classified as a, what do they call it? Like a
Filipino Q.
Filipino Q, sort of in a sense.
Philip Q.
Phil Q.
Yeah, a Filipinus.
Filipinos. Speaking of Filipinos, this is something I saw as well. Philippine economy to take 10 years to recover from COVID-19 official.
That's true.
Oh, man, that's wrong.
Really?
Yeah, that's very true. Considering how bad it was already, and then it gets hit 2 years of extensive lockdown, and it just piles on from the corruption of the government already. So
you got Manny stepping up. Hopefully something's going to change, mate.
yeah, he's running for president. So
Is he? Wow.
yeah, he's retired from boxing.
No way.
Funny if he was doing both at the same time, though.
Right. Well, that's kind of like Arnold, right? Like he
Arnie.
kind of at one stage did a little cameo while he was governor.
The governor.
Arnold was the governor of California. Arnold
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger.
How was he, Sean?
I don't
Was
know.
it weird?
It was just so strange, but I mean, I guess he did like a decent job, but like everyone loved it. It was like,
But he
I
took it
think
seriously,
it's
right? Like there was
pretty high.
none of
Yeah.
he didn't do any of his famous lines in his speeches or anything, did he?
No. I mean, sometimes he would, like say it and just to get people's spirit, like excited. Like, yeah, Schwarzenegger.
Imagine that. Like he's about to leave.
I'll be back.
He's just telling his staff, "Get to the chopper. Come on, let's go."
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
Yeah.
Very entertaining, America.
So this week looks like some good news. We'll have Lum from WisePass joining us in a little bit, who will update us on our status for the studio, for the QuaranStream studio, or workspace rather, and we can figure out from there our stream setup. Maybe Sean can finally get a pair of freaking earphones. I actually found some old ones. I don't know if they work actually. So if they work, you can have them, Sean. Far out.
Bro, it's not the earphones, it's the laptop that's the problem.
Probably.
Probably.
It's a user error. User error.
Yeah, that's a user error.
Yeah. The funny thing about this laptop, actually, so I went to like a Christmas party here in Vietnam, like for my school. It was like an end of the year party, and I'm like getting fucking trashed with all the like teachers and security guards, and then they're doing like raffles, and the grand prize was a fucking computer. And I'm like chumming with the security guys, and all of a sudden, like my teacher's yelling at me, and they're like, Sean. I'm like, what? And they're like, your number. And I'm like, what the fuck? And so I won this laptop, and like I walked up just like, what the hell? Like not even expecting it, you know. So it's now I have a laptop. It's a Dell.
There you go.
Fun story.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you just joined us, QuaranStream Vibes just hangs here with the boys, giving you the updates, the vibes, the fun, and the laughter. I mean, if only the boys had some photos to share from last night, would have been cool.
Maddie's like,
post update action from the boys.
So good.
I mean, who knows? Maybe it's too dangerous for social media, not safe for work.
Nope.
Might not be safe.
It's locked in a vault. You know those photo albums that the photo albums in your phone that's concealed as a calculator? Yeah.
Definitely. You got to keep those ones hidden away.
Mm-hmm. Which is why we bring it up in social media is the new battleground in warfare against the big tobacco. So basically, do you think social media is dangerous?
Yes.
Very.
Of course it is. There's been studies that say that, like, especially for younger people, it's actually damaging to their mental health. I think they one of the most often cited articles is one that says like Instagram specifically is bad for young women specifically for their mental health. Mm-hmm. But it generally applies. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, this article talks about how, remember when tobacco back in the day was advertised as healthy? Like, we're going way back. Can you remember that?
Mm.
Yeah.
And
well, I mean,
now it's very
dangerous.
I saw a photo on Reddit just earlier today with I think it was the 9 CEOs of the biggest tobacco companies in 1995 testifying to court, like, swearing it to tell the truth. Nothing but the truth, testifying to God that tobacco was not addictive in 95. Like, it wasn't even that long ago.
And what did they testify?
Well, that it wasn't addictive.
Far out.
So,
and how'd they go?
I mean,
well, they're still selling, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I mean, like maybe this is maybe Vietnam is bringing out the socialist or the communist in me, but I kind of think a little bit like. When you cause that much harm to like so many people, like, how can there be no consequences to that? Like, how are these people not rounded up and stood against the wall and shot? And that's pretty drastic. But I mean, you think like how many people's lives have they affected in such a horrible way? Like how is this even a real thing? I don't understand. I don't know if they do something like that here actually, but I know that they execute people here for corruption. So there's some sort of stuff like that happening here.
Yeah. My mum was always like that too. Like, she always said to me things like she didn't understand. She was never a drinker. And, my dad back in the day, as being Vietnamese, you always have your nyao sessions and stuff. And she was always worried about drinking too much. And even when I was 21 and, holding birthday parties and we're drinking the lights out, everyone's throwing up and shit like that. She always didn't really liked
back in the day
the drinking. Yeah, but then also, like, she was also saying things like, if you get into business, do something that's going to help people, but don't do something that's going to, contribute to their health. Like,
actively,
she pitched like she said, if you open up a bar, like, you're selling people poison, basically, in a sense. And I said, yeah, but it's to moderation. We drink it. And said people have to be responsible for that themselves. And then he said, yeah, but then you feel bad that if you're selling at a bar and someone drinks too much and something happens to them, things like that. That was her take on it. and I took a
It's
shot.
an interesting
after
take. I mean, you this
You
goes
said
both
it, and I
ways, right?
took a shot after. Thanks, Mom.
Cheers, mom.
that. Cheers, Mum.
How
Good
how
talk.
good are moms?
They're
It's
the
so
best.
good.
Always had your back,
Maddie.
I feel like.
Yeah, this is something that it's funny how Maddie just mentioned about Instagram and all of that stuff as far as social media being addictive and taking a toll on the younger generation as far as their mental health. This is news from October 10. Instagram to introduce take a break feature and nudge teens away from harmful content. So basically, this article is just saying that
What does it do?
it's just encouraging teenagers to go away from the content because it's showing that it can have a negative effect on the mental health of young people.
So are they like not letting you like photos or like watch certain things, or you get like put on like a 5-day break?
Yeah, so it
There you
says
go. Laws and
it
plans for
says
Instagram kids.
Yeah, it says here we're going to introduce something which I think will make a considerable difference, which is where our system sees the teenager is looking at the same content over and over again. And it's content which may not be, conducive to their well-being. We will nudge them to look at other content. So it's like, built in the AI. If it starts seeing you looking at, girls in bikinis, Sean, it's going to say, hey, Sean, that's enough. Look at other stuff.
I love how vague this is. Like, I love
Yeah.
how there is nothing specific about this, which means they either do it or do nothing, and no one will ever know, right? Because it's completely opaque. There's no transparency into their system. And then in addition to that, it's only the Instagram Kids platform, like not the actual main Instagram platform.
Correct.
That's
It's
what comes up in my
The algorithms.
Yeah, it's pretty cool how it says here. It's giving parents optional control to supervise teens. The company planned to introduce a feature called Take a Break, where we will be prompting teens to just simply take a break from using Instagram. Not bad.
Do you think that'll work? Because you know how, like, on
know.
the phones these days, you can give yourself certain screen time on certain apps.
Yes, correct. I don't know if it will
That's
work
interesting.
necessarily, but
I think it's just gonna
a step.
piss
right?
them off. Kids are gonna freak out because they can't do their Instagram.
To be honest, this kind of feels like Facebook as a company trying to do like the absolute minimum so that they don't get like legislative problems. Basically, it feels like that. Not because they actually care about their users or like the well-being or whatever. Only so far as it makes them money. And this is kind of just like, if we don't do something, if we're not seen to be doing something, whether they are or not is a different question. If we're not seen to be doing something, maybe there'll be like laws and regulations, and maybe that'll be a bigger problem for the company. That's what it feels like.
It seems like they're preempting what's gonna happen. So they're just like, I know we're gonna get complaints about this. Let's just put something in place, just so that if it does come up, we'll say that, hey, we have this feature that does it, and they're covered in a sense.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that. Exactly. Yeah.
How cynical
Isn't it interesting? We as a 40-year-old, you guys like mid to late 30s, we've gone through 3 decades of changes through life, different influences, environmental stuff, political stuff, rules, regulations, things that have been corrected. Like, isn't it interesting that is the world, like their first problems, like today's first problems for kids today is a thing on a device, whereas back then for us it might be something like, shit, it's raining, I can't go down the park, kick a football around. It's just it's crazy. I still can't get over some of the things today, and it kind of makes sense because people older than us back then probably looked at us the same way, saying, look at these kids, all they do is go down to the park. What did you guys do? Or whatever
exactly.
the case is. So, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go away. We'll be right back after this Pomodoro. QuaranStream Vibes just hangs here with the crew. WisePass, join live every day, everywhere.
All the time.
Woo!
Shout out
Love
to
it.
Sweatshop
Monday,
for
weeks go
the
by so quick. Yeah, Sweatshop.
Sweatshop.
Send us
Thank
these
you for
caps.
the sponsorship for the little
Nice.
the little caps.
Oh, we'll get
I
you
don't know
guys
where
a
mine
couple
is.
as well.
I have one. I don't know where it is.
Did you get one?
Sean's got a
I
sweatshop.
did,
hat.
but
Yeah, Sean's got one.
yeah, but
Did
I
Maddie
don't know
get
where
one?
it's at.
We got to get one for
Oh.
Maddie. So whenever he needs to
Gotta get
wear
one for
one,
Maddie.
even though he doesn't wear one.
Yeah, he doesn't wear a hat.
At least
But he
there'll
put
be
it in
one
the
for Maddie.
background.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So yeah, guys, check them out. Sweatshop,
Sweatshop.
Vietnam.
made in Vietnam, guys.
So you have one. So Sean, you have one as well?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I don't know where the hell it's at. I'm looking around my room and it disappeared.
You suck. Well, to confirm what we talked about last time, domestic flights resume from October 1
Exciting.
Ooh.
in Vietnam.
Yes, they
So,
do.
have you guys
And
looked up
has it-
prices and stuff yet? Or
Has it listed what's available?
I know. I think almost everything after the 16th
Yeah.
might be.
yeah, it's almost everything apparently.
Or the 15th.
You still follow the 5K message rules, standard. They'll still hand out the wipes. The wipes on the plane that are like 70% alcohol. You can just smell it. and
Oh
it's
my
not
god,
meant to
they're
be in
so
your face.
bad. Dude, it's too much. It's like you can just knock out, like chloroform.
Burns out 2 layers of your skin every time I use that stuff.
And you get the aunties that taking their wife, and there's like these ones. Through the
I love
I love
I love the aunties and uncles that use it on their face as well.
Oh, I know.
Oh.
They're just
gross. No, but bike trip. I'm still keen for that bike trip, Matthias.
Yeah, me too.
Yes.
Absolutely. So I don't know if any hotels are open yet, like in the countryside, but that'd be I think like something to look up because
What
say
about
for
camping?
example,
I got tents.
ooh, camping in
Suppose-
Dalat,
in Dalat.
anywhere.
How dry? You've ridden to Dalat, right, Pat? From here?
Yes.
How far is that?
a day.
Well, no.
Up the hill as well, right? Up the mountain as well. Yeah.
It took me 6 hours with one break.
That's
Wow.
good. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Usually it takes around 9 to 10 hours if you have multiple stops and just chill out. But I was flying, dude. I was flying through.
How
which
many
bike was
times did you fill up the tank?
I filled up, I think, just once, bro. I left with a full tank, and by the time I got to my halfway break, I filled up again, which was probably not even a quarter, or like a third of
That's
the tank.
awesome.
And then I got there. I was flying, man. I left early in the morning, and then got there 6 hours later, and I was pretty shocked. I was like, geez, because on the way back it took me around nearly 8 because we had multiple stops. It's just up to you where you want to stop. There's a lot of beautiful places to stop. The mountain like Chicken Guts area where you do the zigzags, absolutely beautiful, especially on a nice cool weather. And when I did the ride there, it was a little bit of construction going on, so there were the mountain. Some of the mountain roads were quite rough. But now my last trip to Dalat, I went by bus. We got there super fast, dude. Like we left here.
They fly.
Yeah, we
Buses
left.
fly through the
Yeah,
mountains.
the bus
We
driver's
left-
whole ass.
Yeah, we left here
I'm
at
also scared.
2 a.m. and got there at
I'm
6 a.m.
dude,
bro.
I was so scared in the bus. Like
Yeah, it
it's
was like
like
a
a
four,
bus
it was like a
it's only
4-hour
two,
trip.
it's only a 2-lane, 2 lanes. So
Yeah,
it's
but
like
they're flooring it around those bends on the mountain.
Bro, that's why you take the 2 a.m. ones, so you just sleep.
Yeah, but I don't want to sleep forever.
That's what I'm saying. If something happens, you won't know.
So yeah, so I'm
there's-
pretty keen for this
there's
motorbike trip. Question is, when are we going?
As soon as we can.
I mean, I'd like to know obviously where as well, and then plan out the route, because if we go far, is it a case of having to bring a spare canister of fuel? Do we know there's fuel service
No, there's
stations on
fuel
the way?
everywhere, man.
There's
Definitely,
yeah,
heaps-
there's
fuel
heaps
everywhere.
places to fuel, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, so one of
There's
the
no
one of the
stretch
things
of
that
road
I
where there's no fuel or anything.
no, There's fuel everywhere, man, and it's even if it's just like people on the side of the road with like like a Coke bottle full of fuel, like just tip it in. You buy two of those, $30K each, off you go. No, but one of the things that I sort of like really enjoy is going on motorbike trips, and one of the best things about doing it in Vietnam is like you really don't need to plan much in advance because there's always hotels, there's always food, there's always drinks, fuel, like all of those things. There's always like a mechanic push distance away if anything goes wrong. So it's kind of like very freeing, like flexible experience. Even when I did the motorbike trip up in Ha Giang. Even there, which is like proper like up in the mountains, even then didn't have to plan anything to do with where we're gonna stay or anything like that. We just get up in the morning, chuck the backpacks on the bike, and set off in a direction, and off we go. It's super nice. Like I would absolutely recommend this to everyone. Particularly that part of Vietnam is just stunning, man. Just beautiful.
Sapa, right? Up towards Sapa,
yeah, that's right.
Like you see China at some part of the border too, yeah. Like if you go,
you could walk over it if you want to. I mean, you're not supposed to, but you can. There's some parts where it's just like just some poles like demarcating the line, like the border line, and that's it. So yeah,
that's awesome.
I mean, I'm spontaneous as well. I like doing stuff spontaneously, but I guess with what you mentioned before, because of post COVID kind of thing, be safe to find out what's open, at least in terms of hotel wise, anyway. So.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, just that whether hotels are open or not, I think that would be important. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, Paddy, cheap.
Yeah, I just found this, boys, on the Vietjet Air. Monday, October 18th,
$30.
$729K to fly to Phu Quoc.
5 seats left, mate. Quick, let's get in.
5 seats left, so it's perfect for 4 of us.
That would be sick.
Not bad, huh?
That's crazy.
That's a one-way, is it?
This is just a one-way. Yes. I haven't checked the return flights yet, so.
And it's a Monday too. It'd be cheaper on weekdays. If you buy something towards the weekend, it'd be a little bit more expensive.
Yeah, there's one on the Saturday for the same price. So.
Has anyone ever flown on like a special day? Like, have you flown like on Christmas Day or on New Year's Day or anything?
I have. I was going back. Yeah, I was going back to Australia. It was Christmas Eve. It was a last minute decision. I was like, because my mom was begging me to come home for Christmas, and I was like, nah, I'm not coming. And then next thing you know, I was like, man, it's my mom. I can't say no. So I ended up booking Christmas Eve via Taiwan on China Airways. Went to Taiwan first. Had to wait there for 9 hours, and then I didn't make it home till Christmas Day. Around lunchtime, and everyone was with the family already, just celebrating. And then I came straight from the airport, and I was like, surprise! It was super cheap. It was I think it was $480.
Damn.
For one way to get there. It wasn't too bad. So yeah.
Did you come wrapped up in tinsels and a couple of jingle bells on you? The tree has come home.
Christmas. Good time. I love Christmas. It's probably one of my favorite holidays out of all of them.
Yeah.
Happy holidays. Was there Canadian Thanksgiving just recently? I saw some posts from people. There was a Thanksgiving on.
Yeah, there is, right?
I think it was like the 30th of last month or something. Or
yeah. Canadian Thanksgiving, isn't it coming up?
Or is
October 11th today? Right?
Oh, wait.
It's today.
Is it?
Yeah, it's today. October 11th, Canadian Thanksgiving.
Fuck, I would love some honey baked ham.
Oh, cool. But speaking on those plain things, check this out. I think Matty would be impressed with this because you're into this sort of stuff, Matty.
Yeah,
I am.
Look, jet fuel from CO2 breakthrough could make air travel carbon neutral. So,
great. Successfully turned carbon dioxide into
research from
jet fuel.
the university center managed to turn carbon dioxide into jet fuel on a smaller scale at the moment. But once they can scale it up, it's going to be a game changer in terms of emissions. Crazy, hey?
Hopefully they can scale it up at in an economical way. Because I mean that would be a huge difference in terms of renewable energy.
See, they've discovered a way to use low-cost iron catalyst to convert CO2 in the atmosphere or directly from the emissions of factories into synthetic jet fuel.
Whoa.
It's
Incredible.
kind of like Back to the Future. Like the DeLorean was fueled by wastes,
Junk, wasn't it?
like
Yeah.
apple peels.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Very, very cool.
That's really good. Good for the world.
Imagine
Really
that. Like,
cool.
imagine having a house party, and you throw all your rubbish from this house party, like the barbecue or whatever, into this bag so that you can fuel your car up later with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Sean
So-
would be able to go so far.
Who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
Definitely.
Well, let's cut to a quick pomo, and we'll come back with Lum.
Pomodoro. Don't do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to QuaranStream Vibes. Just Hangs here with the crew and introducing our guy, Lum from WisePass, who looks very different from the last time we saw him because he's got himself a haircut and a shave. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Lum. Woo-hoo!
Whoa, who's this guy?
You're a different man. You
Yeah,
are
he's a different man. Looks like you lost 10 kilos.
I think I gained more than 10 kilos instead, but yeah. You guys can hear me well?
Yeah, perfect.
Yes.
Awesome. Cool.
We actually,
Hey, welcome to the new office.
It's a nicer
Very nice.
sound than when we heard you last time you were on. Were you at home the last time you were on?
Yeah, I was
you're
home, but the sound were picked up by the AirPods. So now I'm using this. And I think it's much better now, I guess.
Yeah.
Much better.
Cool.
Yay.
So what's
Yeah,
our updates,
so-
my man?
I like it.
New face.
Haircut.
And yeah, back to the office now. So like I can try to figure out a way to make sure that you guys can see it. So you can see where we are likely just to hold our next live stream. So give me a second.
Ooh.
This is out on
So,
McCoy, the one in D1 you said.
That is correct. All right.
Nice.
So first of all,
Oh,
Oh, sweet.
cool.
and this is how big it is. I'm
Holy
not sure
cow.
how to hold it. Oh yeah, just like that.
Wow.
So you have a lot of space
Solid.
to
Solid.
go like
Is
this.
there a bar?
There's the bar, actually. There's the bar.
No way.
Wow,
And
maybe
we
can
held
see
an
it.
event with a singleton over here. So you can see that they have like space for it. And if you go down further here, like there's like more space, like for there's a large meeting room. There's like more space inside, but that's pretty much like
So it's not
where
in use from
we are.
other companies
Sorry?
or other small. It's not in use from other companies or other smaller.
So it's in use, but it's the other companies are inside, so I didn't want to come in and disturb them. So that's and yeah, so that's where we are likely to do our live stream. So I guess like video, we can start with you and see the setup, and then slowly like, onboard everyone. So there's gonna be some change in October, and yeah, better sound, better face, better lighting as well.
Yes.
Yeah, so to pick up, we can enjoy and do some business.
Exciting. Super exciting.
So that's one.
Cool. How are we looking on the EV bikes?
This week I'm done with a pitch with the brand, and we may start if it's approved next week. So we'll have to discuss about like how to plan the trips, because basically you all get 4 bikes for a month. So you go and test it yourself privately and you enjoy it.
Yeah, nice.
One is so you use it so you can experience it, so you can talk about it. And then the brand will maybe ask some other things. But for now, it's pretty simple. Like you just use it privately. And then for the live stream where the 4 of you are actually running around the city, I have no idea yet, like how just to get the format right. So PD, maybe you're gonna have to help me on that.
Yeah.
Is it for the same model of bicycle, or are they all different?
This brand is actually a retailer, so you'll get to use like different brands as well. So you may say, okay, this model, and this model, and this model, and this model. So you can.
That's cool.
It's pretty like EV, and then there are a bunch of manufacturers like from I don't know, like Vega or Osaka. Like there's a lot of brands, to be honest. So I don't have this list on top of my mind.
Yeah, no
But
worries.
okay, so that's another thing. And then you guys figure out like how just to make it super interesting to go in all the different districts with your bikes all together
That's
or
awesome.
separately, but separately first, and then you reunite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'll do a little vlog style similar to Top Gear. If we're all getting different bikes, then I guess we'll all ride it, and then we all sort of do our little assessment on it. Very similar to the Top Gear format,
Yeah,
and then
like
we
Top
can play that during the live stream, and then
Sure.
come back and talk a little bit about it, and then when we exit out from the stream, we do
Yeah,
a live
that's a cool idea.
As long as you can, guys, use it as much as you can, so you can really have like a user experience based on different models and say like, okay, I like this brand or this brand and why. Yeah, so that's another thing. And I think like business start to pick up now, so party never stops, right? So I'm wondering like if you guys have organized parties before. That's a big question, but anyway.
Yeah.
Well, Matthias used to run a pool party, a very successful
know.
pool party.
Yeah.
It was in the New World, if I recall.
No, that was a different one. I did go to the New World one quite a few times. That one was
yeah.
good. I really enjoyed that one. So my one was at Equatorial Hotel.
District 5.
Yeah, basically it's on the edge of District 1 and 5, but just into District 5. Yeah, that's right. So
I
yeah,
went
so
to
I
that
did that
one.
for about a year. Yeah. Did you come to that
Want
one?
to run it back?
Yeah.
Let's run it back, Matty.
Yeah.
We'll have to find a new location.
Well, I'm working on something right now where we need to deplete at least like 500 bottles. Yeah,
Look at Sean's face.
it's just water. It's just like water, but it's just like you got to drink a lot of water every month. So yeah, some brands are pretty much like focus on trying to pick up and try to throw some marketing investments. It's more about like how just to make the math right and get the consumers and enjoy like the party, of course. So, but how you can do some pool parties or some home parties and some whatever parties in a scalable way. So you start from Ho Chi Minh and then you scale it across the country, because it's not going to be Ho Chi Minh. It's going to be like Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh, something in the center, wherever that is. So we need some good music as well, and we need to create the vibes so people can just enjoy again eventually. Since like all the parties now are not going to happen in the next 3 months in the bars, like we have to figure out the way just to restart by the end of this month.
Okay. That'll be definitely interesting to chat about, potentially offline. But yeah, definitely interested in helping out if I can.
For sure. We've got all the elements here.
Well, we're pretty much looking for between 4 or 5 event organizers, so the scale can be like good enough. But we start with 1 or 2 or 3, and then 1 or 2 brands are looking for like Gen Z people with TikTok influencers. That's great because like there was some TikTok influencers last time, right? The Pretty Late Show.
Our show last week. Yeah.
And some others are looking for more like premium style with some whiskey brands. So they all want different things, but the point is brands are coming to WisePass, and we need to connect them with the platform so people can subscribe and join the party. And then based on that, like the event organizers get paid on the scans. And we're just a tracking platform now. So yeah, so working hard on getting this. But then for the live stream, like, yeah, so you saw the place and feel free just to drop by whenever you are ready, and then we can start. And on top of that, by the way, we start to invest in increasing the views on QuaranStream.
Yeah.
So like you'll see like
do we
views
keep it
picking up.
QuaranStream, boys? because
So, good
we're
question.
out of QuaranStream, yeah, right?
Mhm.
Oh,
Maybe we can just call
Well,
it
you
Q
guys
Squad.
decide.
Q Squad.
We may have to
Quick
rebrand
Squad.
it.
ooh,
Yeah,
that's exciting. That's interesting.
I
Think
mean,
about.
yeah, out of QuaranStream,
Out of QuaranStream
Out of
The
vibes.
lockdown.
out of unQuaranStream vibes.
Or we could call it
that's-
the Wise Stream.
Yay.
Ooh,
Well,
the wise stream.
Ooh.
well, let you guys figure that.
For that, we'd have to be a little wiser, though.
Yes. We'll see by next week. But if you can name it differently next week, then let me know. And yay, let's go with that.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll come up with
Cool.
something nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So yeah, that's pretty my like the main updates are here. Pretty much like happy to welcome you guys. I'm actually here, so now you can officially come here and do your live streams. So PT first
the
of the
hours?
whole team.
Yeah.
What's the hours, Circo?
Officially, like the receptionists come around 8:30 until 6 p.m. And sometimes you can just stay longer. There's just like somebody else replacing the receptionist. And yeah, from QuaranStream is fine. There's also the pretty
So
late
latest
show,
at 6
right?
PM?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you can. I mean, like officially, you can stay longer. Like you just stay and that's it. And you won't be able to do like all the business stuff, like asking the person just to send this letter or just asking for printing stuff. Like, but that's not what you guys are gonna do anyway.
Yeah.
Connection is awesome here. Like it's over like 50 or 100 megabytes per second. So it's stable.
Decent.
Like you won't be stressed out about that part.
We can finally stream in 1080.
Ooh.
I don't know if Facebook does allow that, but if it does, it's great. And then you can enjoy some high definition video.
Yeah, let's make it look a lot
So
better.
I think what just top of my head, what I'll have to do is obviously if we are all in the same room, it looks like you have rectangle tables there, or we can be at the couch. I will have
Yes.
maybe one main camera set up where it sees all of us in one shot, and then we could probably use our phones because that's the best quality. Our phones for individual shots. So then Pat, who will then take control of the broadcasting part, he can switch between speakers and stuff like that.
That's really cool.
And then every now and then we switch to a wide.
I mean, like you guys likely gonna be here then.
Yeah.
There's
think
like
that's all right.
couch.
It's comfortable.
Casting couch.
Casting
Looks
couch.
like-
Well, look at
Also-
Matt. Matt's not even on his couch. See, he
Oh,
sits
look
at
at
the
the
bottom of
special
the
chair.
chair. So I can imagine
That's
him
like
sitting on the floor.
we got space.
Yeah.
And then there's also like some chairs we can bring in, so you guys definitely can have the space to do a proper live stream all together. I mean, the cameras, like, yeah, that's up to you. Like how you wanna, like the one shot for the group and per people, whoever. You control everything, so that's good.
Nice.
Cool. All right.
Yes.
Exciting. Exciting progression, boys. You know,
Good news.
we stay
Good news.
consistent, and here we are. What does that say?
No, yeah.
Dreams don't work unless you do. Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, maybe you can use that background, or we can use something else. But
We might have to start considering like getting some like a banner made up or something, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, that'd be really good.
Something like that. They're pretty cheap to get done. We've just got
Very.
to figure out what we can do to get.
What- They're very reasonable.
Think
and
about
you
the
can think
name.
about the microphones or the headphones for Sean.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, you can hear all out each other anyway. So it's
Yeah.
more about like
Yeah.
the
But I think we'd still need to have the earphones on because what we say into
Yeah.
here, we need to, it's just how it works with the streams.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And you have also some big meeting rooms as well. So I'll ask Circo about this. So you guys can get sponsored, and I'll work on that first. So you can also like stream on the Circo Facebook page.
Oh,
Cool.
There you go.
That's good.
I'm the guy behind and working all the business deals. So
Thank you.
Thank
Well,
you, man. Thank you for
hopefully you get some good
you know,
announcement. But I'm here, so the space is here, and then hopefully we can live stream this week or later.
Yep.
But I'm ready now.
I'll work
Yes,
something out with the
yes.
boys, and then we'll let you know. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
We'll make a trip in like early to check out the space and do lunch together or something. Then
Yeah.
and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, sounds good.
Well, good thing is the sound is working properly now. So that's my update for Monday, and hopefully by the end of this week, I'll give you some new updates. Maybe like on a weekly basis on Monday at the end of the segment, I'll just come and share some stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Sounds good. Thank you, Lam.
All
Awesome.
good.
Sounds awesome.
Cheers for that, Lam.
Yes.
And on that note, we'll cut to a quick little break. Don't go away, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back to wrap things up. Woohoo! How good is
Yeah.
that, boys?
That's
was
super
cool.
cool. That's
Exciting.
really cool.
Exciting.
Space looks
exciting.
good.
So
Yeah, it's big.
I'm just thinking technical wise, like gear wise, if we could all sound the same on the same channel, that would be
Mhm.
perfect.
Mm.
That would be perfect. So what I have on my system here is a Yamaha F4. It's a 2 mic input, 4-channel amp, which does the job. Like Patty was here, and you could hear him fine with me. So I think all we need is one more of those. And I got this for 1.1 mil with the
Yeah.
mic and the handle and everything as well. So I'll look
Sweet.
into investing another. I'll talk to Lam about it as well, and then we can have a setup that can, I guess, stay permanent there
Yeah,
or not.
I think so. Right?
I mean, it packs light anyway. Like it's literally just plug in the power and then into a laptop. So we can run it off 2 laptops. So someone else has got a pretty strong laptop. So my laptop, someone else's laptop, and then you can get an external camera running off that to cover us. That's all we need, really.
That's cool.
Yeah. So simple. So then that way, everyone's got their own sort of mic volume adjustment. So you can, instead of muting it on here, you can just pull your mic down on the mixer quicker. And we can also hook in DJ decks if need be for that.
Ooh.
You know.
Grooving and
Party
moving.
time.
DJ Pat pop up.
DJ Pat pop up.
DJ Pat.
Party time.
DJ Pat pop up. But I'm excited about the EVs, mate. I'm really.
I'm really excited about the EVs. That'll be super
Those are
cool.
gonna be really cool.
Well, now that we've got it for a whole month, then yeah, that's, and we have
Proper
access to different
reviews.
models.
I'm just saying, depending on what the range is, like we could potentially go for a road trip on the bikes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That would be
Which would
good.
really cool. That would be super cool. And then there would be plenty of awesome content and interesting content. You know, some scenery that's not just, you know, our living rooms or indoors.
Yeah.
We'll be out.
Definitely.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm keen to shoot like a nice, vlog for it as well. Get some really nice shots. Get a cinematic shot of it.
Yes.
Sean, you got your GoPro. We'll put a
Yeah.
GoPro on everyone's bikes, so we get a little bit of everyone's point of view. POV.
Yeah.
Back. Hey, POV's back. isn't it?
We have the flight cam as well.
Yes, we have the fly cam as well. I got the fly cam tracker.
Yeah.
So this tracker's going through.
So that
each
can
side.
follow
Really?
us. Yeah.
Yeah, let's
so
make
dope.
let's make these mad videos and show people that fake lifestyle.
Yes. Yes.
Just buy my course so you too can have this lifestyle. Only $19.95.
It's only $19.95. What do you
I
get?
love
Nothing.
those videos. It's so good.
You get nah.
So good.
But yeah, I mean,
That is awesome.
we could definitely go somewhere like Canyol, for example, on the bikes, because I think it's only like 60 k's or something. Like it's not far away. So you know, potentially
We
it
just
would
need
be
someone to
like,
charge them.
Yeah, I mean, look, if we stop somewhere for like lunch or whatever, I don't think it'd be a problem to like plug them in.
Easy, man.
I wonder how quick they
Plus,
charge.
we can also pedal. Don't forget.
Yeah, we can
yeah.
pedal as well.
PDG.
Sean's like,
He's
"Huh?"
like, nah.
No. This is it just reminded me of this because when we went to Tomorrowland. We stopped in Paris, right? So we were in Paris airport, and I was waiting for my cousin to come and pick us up, and me, JJ, and Mia were there. So this is the funny thing. Like, they had charging stations for your phone, but you couldn't just plug in and then just get a free charge. You had to. It was connected to this bike, a fixed bike, and you had to pedal to get it charged.
Oh, that's
No
cool.
way.
Yeah.
That's
So like,
awesome.
you gotta earn your battery, mate.
That reminds me, actually. So that's super cool. That reminds me, there's some town in Europe. I can't remember where it is exactly, but it's got a stationary bike at a bus stop, and you get a free bus ride if you pedal for like however long, like a couple of minutes.
What?
So it's very similar, but you actually get a free bus ticket off like doing this.
That's
well.
awesome.
Gotta work for it.
Yeah, it's real cool. I can't remember where it was, but I think it was somewhere in Europe.
That's cool.
Super cool.
That's cool. Well, let's wrap the stream up with this bit of news, because I remember, Maddie, you bought you have a Pixel phone, don't you?
I do. I have a Pixel 3, and I'm very excited to. So the Pixel 6 looks super cool. I'm curious to see what Google's new system on a chip SoC, how that goes. But I mean, undoubtedly, it's going to be great. But so for me, I'd probably wait for the 6A, because I actually don't like that the back of the Pixel 3 is glass.
Picture
I
here.
would
Like this.
prefer it to be plastic.
It's
Well, that's what it says here, right? I mean, no, this is a whole pass thing that they're doing, like an all-in-one. It's not clear how much a Pixel Pass would cost. So that Pixel Pass probably includes everything: your Google One, your music, your YouTube Music, all in this one cost. No, I never really looked much into the Pixel phone. Like, what would you say its standout feature is?
Okay, so it's the fact that the software on it is so well integrated into the phone itself, because it's pure Android. So pure Android from Google without like a Samsung or Oppo or whatever operating system overlaid on top of it, which is basically like all other Android phones. So yeah, basically the processing on it is everything's just real quick, like snappy. It's really nice, and then also on top of that, the camera system on it, the camera software on it is incredible. Like the night photos and like long exposure stuff and time lapses that I've taken with it, like the HDR modes that it has, all of it's fantastic. So I would say those two are definitely the big standout features on my Pixel 3. But I mean, obviously this is like 3 generations newer, so it's going to be much better.
And they're not
I
too
look forward
expensive,
to
right?
seeing it in action, mate. Yeah, they're not too expensive.
I would love to get a 6A when it comes out, which will be like the cheaper version. So the 6 will be like the flagship version, and that's going to be probably pretty expensive. I think it said on that page something like $800 US or $900 US, so it's not going to be cheap. But the A version, which is like currently there's a 5A, that's usually like $300 or $400 less, and it has like basically all the same software. The difference is it doesn't have like a glass rear, and I think it's got like one less camera or something like that. So quite like not a huge difference in terms of performance and specs and all of that, but a huge difference in price.
That's awesome. Looking forward to when you get it, mate. I want to do some comparisons. See it in action.
For sure.
See it in action, for sure. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the QuaranStream Vibes Just Hangs. Thanks for joining us this beautiful Monday afternoon, evening with the boys here. Once again, thank you to Sweatshop for the hats. Thank you to WisePass. And we will see you guys tomorrow for another hour of power.